You know, we don't manufacture anything anymore in this country. We do healthcare, we do lots of different services, but the big service is manufacturing. Everything's made in China, for the most part, between China, India, and others, but China in particular. And frankly, they're sending stuff over here, and we're paying for it. And, you know, it's sort of interesting. Very little tax, if any, paid, and yet you can't do business in China. You're not allowed to do business in China. It's almost impossible to do business in China, and yet they take our business from North Carolina, from South Carolina, from Alabama. They make toys. They then sell them to this country. They make tremendous profits, and then they loan this country money in the form of treasuries, and I think it's terrible.
Well, so what do we do about China? This is an issue that you're obviously really passionate about. You know, look at what Google has done, taking a stand in China, saying we're not going to do business this way. You know, you've got big businesses with very different takes on China.
Lots of different businesses, but when it comes to manufacturing, China's making all of these products, and they could be made in North Carolina, they could be made in Alabama, they could be made in lots of our places, and right now they're not. Personally, I'd tax China because it's not a free trade country. I would tax China very, very heavily, and the money that you'd get from that tax, because some of the products would still get through, even with the tax, but it would create jobs in this country. Because at the same time, toys, as an example, that's not oil, we could make toys in this country. There's no reason to go to China. I would tax China very, very heavily in terms of their product coming in.
Does this country need to be more business friendly in terms of tax incentives
I think
for
we're
companies to do business here?
I think we're the most friendly company in this country is so friendly, and the biggest problem we have, like with China, is that they're sucking money out of this country. Then the horrible part is they then loan it back to us. So China takes the money out, they then loan it back. Hey, look, I know lots of folks in China. They think we are the dumbest son of a bitches in the world, all right? They think our representatives don't know what they're doing. They laugh at us behind our back. They're taking money out, and then they loan it to us. Think of it. They come in, they take all this money out in form of jobs and everything else. Then they loan us money because they're buying our treasuries. It's ridiculous. And the truth is, if we tax China fairly substantially, but if we tax China, you would have so much money in this country. You wouldn't have the big deficits like you do. You have trading deficits that are enormous in the United States. You wouldn't have those trading deficits. And frankly, they'll still do some business. They won't do as much business because the taxes will prevent that. But what will happen now is other areas of the country will start manufacturing products. And that's what this country needs.
There's a huge real estate boom, as you know, going on in China right now. And most business leaders that you ask are bullish about China for the long term. But then you ask some, like hedge fund manager Jim Chanos, and he's incredibly bearish on what's going to happen to China, saying they're going to have a huge housing and real estate bubble just like we did. What's your take on real estate in China? I mean, is this short-lived or is this long run?
I think Jim ultimately is going to be right. But, you know, to a certain extent, they're as good as we are. We still have the biggest economy in the world. We're still number one. But you know what? In 10 years, we will not be number one because we're allowing them to be number one. And I don't want to see that.
Can we stop it now? Is it too late?
No, it's not too late. We should tax China. They're not a free, open place. Look, you can mention Ford, and you can mention a couple of good examples where they seem to be very happy with China. But I could mention plenty of examples where you can't even do business in China. We should tax China. By doing that, you're going to do two things. Number one, you're going to take in tremendous revenue. Number two, you're going to equal out the trade imbalance. And number three, you're going to create jobs in this country.